look at this beautiful audience. The stage is yours. Guys, big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. It's interesting to be here, and you might be wondering why is a company like Coca-Cola attending one of these events, and what can a company that's 132 years old tell you about modern technology? Well, hopefully, Michael and I will give you a view about how large companies change and how companies like Coca-Cola, who've been around for 132 years, have managed to keep their business moving and to keep moving as the consumer moves. And as you've heard already, people have talked about consumer trends and changing and the problems you have when you don't keep up with the consumer. Well, that's the heart of our conversation. And what we'd like to talk to you today is about digital at scale. What we'd also like to do is to give you an idea of just how large companies think, how large companies look at transformation, how they move, how they interact with other companies, large and small. And hopefully, as we get through this conference, you'll have some ideas to turn talk into action, and you'll be able to help us with our digital journey. And it is quite a journey. As I've said, we're a large company, and we're not just one company. We're a large franchise system. So there's the Coca-Cola company that builds the brands, that creates the beverages, and then we have this large-scale bottling system that produces and distributes them locally and interacts with our customers. And when I say large, it is large. We have over 700,000 associates that work for our business around the world. We have $21 billion brands. We have over 4,000 products. We're in 200 countries. And every day there's 1.9 billion servings of our beverages consumed across the world. So that, on one hand, that scale is obviously a great advantage. We're a big, thriving business. But on the other side, it's very hard to implement change and keep change relevant to an organization that is so large. So we think about the digital roadmap and the digital journey in a couple of ways. We think about what we have to do with our own business, the present going forward, and there is iteration. You have to evolve a business. You are a large-scale business that produces things, and you have to keep that business moving. And so that's where we talk about our digital journey from present forward. But we also look at what is future back, and that's about bringing in new capabilities, new ideas, new partnerships with other companies that can create new dynamics and interactions with our consumers and bring them along into our broader business. And when you think about it, it's probably a pretty sensible way to go about it. When you think about how companies build bridges, anywhere you see a bridge built, it's usually built from both sides and then it meets up in the middle. And we really think about that with our digital journey. It has to be present forward, but also it has to be future back. And if you do one without the other, it's really hard to do digital at scale. Our digital journey has evolved over our thinking. We've put together a digital framework that helps our people and our partners work with us on digital. And once again, we've tried to break that down into some very simple terms because digital affects everything. And when you're dealing with companies and people and change, it's very hard for people to understand it when you talk about digital in all aspects of the business. It becomes too confusing, it becomes too big, and people find it hard to relate to. So we think about digital as how we digitize with our consumers and our customers. So this is digitizing externally. And then we also think about how we digitize internally. And the internal piece is about how we drive efficiencies, how we drive engagement, and how we drive agility, because culture has to be at the heart of the digital change. And then underlying that, we talk about the core capabilities that we need for digital to support our business. And that's everything from cloud to cybersecurity to the collaboration environment we create for our people to be successful in. So it's quite a large framework. It's in our company, when you think about how do you motivate people to move in a digital world, in our company it's all about growth. And that's the one thing I would like to leave with you. In any business, it is about growth. And so when you're thinking about your innovations, you're thinking about your technologies, you need to think about how is that technology helping us to grow externally with consumers and customers, bringing new moments and engagements with our products, bringing in new customers to our franchises, bringing in more transactions to our business. Or what do we do to grow internally by helping our people be more productive, by helping them be more engaged in the environment and the work that they do, making it easier for people to do their work. So we are a marketing company, and so when we think about our digital journey and how do we communicate it, of course we put a video together to explain it to people. So could we show the video, please?
Wherever we do business, Coca-Cola's future growth strategies rely on information technology. Coca-Cola IT is transforming our approach to information technology, setting the stage for digital leadership that delivers beverages for life to consumers around the world. Every employee and every partner of Coca-Cola is experiencing the difference. A big shift is happening toward powerful standardized platforms, integrated and simplified, so information flows smoothly and business operations don't miss a beat. We're migrating our systems from data centers to the cloud, leveraging the innovation investment of big technology companies. Simplification and automation will allow technology upgrades to occur with less disruption and make new features available more quickly. Also, we are investing in our analytical tools and capabilities, which enable insights that lead to high-impact actions all across the system. Artificial intelligence and machine learning will make these tools even more potent over time. Security is paramount, of course. By simplifying the entire IT infrastructure and employing smart new tools, we can better detect and deal with threats, which protects information as well as privacy. All digital capabilities are becoming mobile, which users prefer because it simplifies access and collaboration. Voice technology will soon be standard as well.
Freestyle.
No problem.
Tools and solutions are increasingly intuitive, and work processes are simplified through automated workflows and Find Me, Know Me intelligence. Plus, users can count on a single source of truth for all types of information. These are crucial advances for our people at Coca-Cola. Consumers will experience our products and brands with fresh intensity through digital engagement. The immediacy, enjoyment, and value are unprecedented, personalized and customized like never before. Digital capabilities vastly expand our consumer connections and touchpoints. It's the interaction of digital and physical worlds that create great experiences with our brands. Our system and partners also feel the benefits as we strengthen and streamline connections with bottlers, customers, agencies, and key vendors. As our digital capabilities set the pace for consumer and customer intimacy, Coca-Cola's competitive advantage grows. It's all part of becoming the best, truly global consumer insights company in the digital world. Coca-Cola IT is in constant motion to sustain and increase Coca-Cola's digital leadership. That's how we'll keep growing the business, building preference with consumers, adding value for customers, and being a desirable workplace that elevates peak performance.
So, thank you. So as we're embracing these changes in technology and bring them to our organization, as we're partnering with people around the world to do this, it's really important that we change the structure and the capability of our IT organization and the skill sets to be able to bring this to life. And part of that change is opening up regional delivery centers for our technology so we can partner much more closely with our business. And this week we've opened up our regional delivery center here in Sofia. So we have a number of people that we're employing here locally to work on cybersecurity, to work on analytics, to work on machine learning, to work on voice, to work on our next generation of our core enterprise systems. So there's great opportunities in the digital world, and while we tend to disrupt businesses, IT people tend not to like to disrupt themselves. We're great at talking about change for everybody else, but we're not that good at applying the change to ourselves. And so when we think about our digital journey and when we think about how we disrupt our own worlds, as I've said, we've put together this framework, and I'd like to talk about just a couple of areas, the two highlighted, where we've made some simple examples about how we're trying to disrupt our organization and force ourselves into this new digital world. And the first area is around talent and being an agile organization. There's not much point us being technologists and having new ways of creating and using technology if we don't bring the business with us. So at the Coca-Cola company, our organization worldwide, both IT and business partners, are all going through agile training, and we're all reorganizing our businesses to be flatter, to be smaller teams, and to build this connected world. We have over 400 collaboration zones worldwide that feature everything from web-based collaboration tools to mobile devices. Everybody has the latest mobile devices with face recognition. They all have tablets. They all have whatever devices they think they need to get their work done, and they can connect from anywhere to anyone in our organization and have the collaboration tools so they can work across programs and share their efforts. We also, as another example, have accelerated our move to cloud. And so at the Coca-Cola company, by the end of this year, all of our systems will be running on the cloud. And that'll be public as well as private cloud. And that forces us to move these platforms and to start embracing the opportunities and the flexibility and the mobility that cloud computing gives us. So there are a couple of examples of what we do internally to digitize our business. And I'll now ask Michael to come up and tell us a little about what we're doing with our consumers and customers. Thank you. Great. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. Thank you, Barry, for the introduction. I'm going to show you now a couple of examples how we digitize how to grow with customers and with consumers, and therefore transform our marketing. You can see I'm going to focus on how we really transform our marketing to arrive in marketing in a digital world, how we do this in social media environments, and how we connect this seamlessly to e-commerce platforms, and how we're working together with customers to really improve the commercial execution on those e-commerce platforms, therefore. So, for the Coca-Cola company, consumer-centric brands and agile developments are key to success. When we talk about consumer-centric brands, then basically we're looking at it from three different perspectives. We're looking at it from a product innovation perspective and a portfolio perspective. We're looking at it from a connection perspective, where we meet and where we engage with our consumers. And we're looking at it from a content perspective, the experiences we provide those customers. So, for the Coca-Cola company, therefore the vision is really to provide the right beverage at the right moment to the right consumer. And you might not know this young man, but this is one of the most important leaders that we had in our company. And almost 100 years ago, Robert Woodruff actually said that Coca-Cola must be available within arm's reach of desire. And he was talking about Coca-Cola being therefore available like literally everywhere. This was the guy who expanded our company and who built it into an international organization, and he's expanded the company to 155 markets. Barry mentioned before that we're now operating in more than 200 markets worldwide, and this happened almost 100 years ago. Today in 2018, as e-commerce changes global shopping patterns and habits, this is not the slide I'm looking for. Okay, no, there's missing a slide. Today, our CEO, you can imagine that he looks a little bit younger and the picture is more colorful. He has basically translated this statement into a newer version, which is to be within a click's reach of desire. Okay, what does that mean, to be within a click's reach of desire? That obviously means e-commerce, yes? But it means more than e-commerce. It actually means how we're digitizing all of our physical assets, whether it's coolers, vending machines, our products, yeah, and how we turn them into smart assets, smart products, smart coolers, smart vending machines. We have almost 2 billion servings per day as the Coca-Cola company. Now imagine the size of, like, if we're turning those products into smart products. So basically, when we now look at putting our products really into a click's reach of desire for everyone, then it is about connection. It's about being where people are and behaving in that environment in the way how they expect us to behave and to communicate with them. So therefore, social, I've shown it before on the framework, social environments for us to connect with our audiences is very important environment where we learned how to behave and how to engage with our audiences. And one of the examples that I wanted to share with you is how we introduced the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar with improved taste last year, which we did on Snapchat. And obviously, I'm from marketing, so I also have a video for this.
It's the place to be for teens, but brands aren't welcome. So how could we promote the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar on there? With an ad? Another lens? Or the expensive game function? No. Sorry, Snapchat. No media budget for you this time. We simply used your app in a smart way.
Snapskate!
The first Snapchat story turned into a game.
Power jump!
Usually a Snapchat story is just a couple of short videos you can skip by tapping on the screen. Same for Snapskate, a couple of short videos in which a skater has to jump over obstacles, but fails every time. Only if you tap just before he fails do you skip to the next video that starts with a successful jump. So teens could enjoy multiple levels, special moves, power-ups, stunning graphics,
Shield.
bonus worlds,
Bonus level unlocked.
and lots of Coca-Cola.
Awesome!
A whole game in the Snapchat story of Germany's most popular influencer featuring one of Germany's most famous skateboarders.
Excellent!
High score. In the first 3 days, 240,000 teens played the game, creating 7.5 million views in total. 76% completed it. 8,000 hours spent with the brand on a platform where every second counts. And to top it off, 5 players won a real pro skateboard on the website.
You made it!
Full Coca-Cola fun. 0 spent on media.
So, as marketeers, we obviously also love awards. So this was awarded with a Lion in Cannes earlier this year. For us, the most important innovation is really our product, right? And I want to show you an example of last year's Fanta Halloween campaign. With Fanta Halloween, this is really about product innovation. This is about offering choice. This is about innovating in taste. This is about innovating with packaging. And in this case, with Fanta Halloween, what we have done is probably one of the most digital campaigns we've ever did. So we have been developing content which you could unlock from our packaging, and I told you before how many products we have in the marketplace. So this is a huge asset for us when it comes to media. And so basically, starting from the package, you could unlock experiences in Snapchat, and also, obviously here, we didn't behave like a usual advertiser would do and place advertising, but we have been partnering with Snapchat to actually co-create some really interesting stuff. And Brian mentioned it before. I think it was about rainbows and what teenagers are doing on Snapchat. So let me share some examples what our creative guy from Madrid, Juro, from our team, was actually developing here. Hugely successful lenses. I'm not sure if I can play the videos. Everybody who's easy to scare should probably leave the room. Do we have music for that as well? Okay. Well, so we had 5 of those lenses, and we had different filters, and teens were absolutely going crazy. They were using them before Halloween in the 2 weeks like crazy, and that has been one of the best and most successful Snapchat activations that both Snapchat and us ever have seen in a brand partnership. I told you earlier that for us it's about not only evolving our digital marketing, it's also about now connecting and therefore transforming the marketing that we do by connecting it with e-commerce, right? So what we have done in this campaign also was to seamlessly connect it with e-commerce. So we designed those packs and we put them onto our retailer's website, and we've built a buy now capability, which we connected with all of our engagements in social media. So you could, and this is an example from the UK, directly in a Facebook carousel ad, as you can see here, we linked through 6 of our customers, and you could directly go to their website and buy our product there. Sounds pretty easy, and that's maybe one comment to Ryan's presentation before. Transformation probably not always have to be something, like the big leap and rocket science and has to sound sexy or whatever. To get this done, it took us a long time, and it took a long energy for our customers, for our bottling partner, for us. So transformation can also happen a little bit in the dark and in the invisible, and it will take some time. But the results are always great. For us, when we looked at the results of this campaign, when we looked at the data points, the click-through rate for this Facebook carousel ad was 5 times higher with that execution than we would see on the usual content that we would place in the same ad format. Oops, go one slide back. The last example that I wanted to share with you is something that happens every 4 years, and which everybody in the company is super excited about. And I'm talking about the FIFA World Cup. So FIFA World Cup is happening all 4 years, and it's happening in 2 weeks and probably 6 hours and 45 minutes or something. So we're pretty excited. We have been working a long time on the campaign for the FIFA World Cup, and it's already in the marketplaces. And I want to share some examples of you how we evolve the journey that I've shared with you before, how we digitize our marketing and how we connect it to e-commerce seamlessly. But see yourself.
Oh, what a feeling. Look what we've overcome. Oh, I'm gonna wave my flag. And count all the reasons. We are the champions. There ain't no turning back. Saying, hands up, you one hand, 2 hands for your balance, so you two color.
So, thank you. So also this is a big transformation for us. That's a big innovation for us. One of the first times that you saw an edit of this TVC where we integrated a customer. You saw the Amazon integration, and that's one of the first times we're doing this. And we're going further. We're developing special packagings for e-commerce retailers. So those are examples, again, from Germany. I'm sorry because I'm German, but so we had special cans with all of the 24 players of the national team. And what their team in Germany is doing with Amazon is to offer a special collector's box with all of those 24 player cans, and offering them exclusively as a collectible edition on Amazon. And this is basically the journey that we're taking in marketing to tie it closer to commerce, to e-commerce, how to digitize the path to purchase and basically make everything really seamless. And well, I'm happy to having been here and having you sharing with you those examples. And if you take away one message, please, then it's this one. In 2 weeks of time, FIFA World Cup starts. You had 4 years. It's now 2 weeks and a couple of hours. So Don't wait until the last minute. Now you're officially allowed to get your mobile phones out and order on Amazon or any of our other customers. Thank you.